his name, and their name's Harden. Heard so much chatter, but if you asked him, as he said, Ashley Shamani after game 3, what chatter heading into that game? 3 huge buckets to claim a win. I'll lob it up. Oh, Allen goes up high and then loses the basketball. First turnover of the night is courtesy of Cleveland. Harris, open look in transition, can't hit the 3. 35 points, 10 rebounds for Donovan Mitchell, one of just a few in Cleveland history with those numbers in a playoff game. He swoops it up short, rebound tapped over to Harris, and he'll be on the run on the fast break. Harris going right at Mobley, holding his ground, reload, Duren off his foot, out of bounds. Early teams know each other like the back of their hands, but Kenny Atkinson said it's actually a lot more that we're trying. Throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. That's physicality. Jared Allen with the first deuce.
And right away, trying to get Jared Allen going. They threw an alley-oop on the first possession. And Allen taking the challenge one-on-one against Duren.
Cunningham, a triple-double. His second playoff triple-double came in game 3 as that one's knocked out of bounds.
Off every pick and roll.
Robinson drive. Delivery. It's the cutter. Thompson outside. Robinson with 4 to shoot. It's a grenade for Cunningham, and he hits.
And you said it in game 3, Robbie, the shooting gravity of Robinson, all that attention there, creating an open look for his teammate, Cade Cunningham.
Now Mobley with a mismatch against Robinson. Puts the shoulder into his chest. Catch and shoot. Harden triple.
How about the relocation right there? You get lost there with Asar Thompson. It's the back down game. Harden getting away and getting wide open.
Cleveland shot the 3 ball pretty well by their own standards in game 3. It's an engulfment inside. Mobley knocked it away from Duren on a second chance now for Harris. 4 to shoot. Harris working on Mitchell. The drive. The jumper is pure.
He has been so solid here, particularly in the mid-range.
3 games now in this playoff run. That's the longest stretch of his career, regular or postseason. Harden, tough triple. That doesn't go, and it falls right into the hands of Thompson. He struggled with foul trouble at times in this series, but he's been heavily impactful, but he loses the basketball. Harden scoops it up, finds his spot, takes his time, and knocks down a 3.
And Robbie, James Harden needed that. Really had struggled with his three-point shooting off the bounce. But how about that? The defense getting a steal and an easy 3 for him in transition.
Shot it better from 3 in game 3 as Duren takes flight. Good contest by Allen, and it's out of bounds going the other way.
In this game 4.
And he'll take it inside this time. He gets hit a couple of times as he hits.
Stanchion hard, Noah.
Yeah, he definitely.
The off-the-ball threes, and then at late game, obviously the big ones.
The leading scorer and essentially an unstoppable offensive force. But Kenny Atkinson has maintained since he's arrived in Cleveland, he has told him, whatever you need me to do to win is what he's all about. And he has proven it over the last game and a half here. A knock away again. Dean Wade on the help. Cunningham will look for an option here. Detroit 2 for 6 to start this game. Cleveland 3 for 5. Robinson, tough dribble up, and it's off the heel. And a nice job by Allen to go up and knock it to Wade. Harden's feeling it early, off the screen. Couldn't get downhill on Duren. Now he's got the switch. That means Allen's got the smaller Thompson. Heavily physical defender, but they want the ISO for Harden. Creates the space, and he doesn't get the roll.
Actually, good defense there. Jalen Duren sliding his feet, staying in front of him there and contesting that shot.
Disjointed start offensively here for Detroit. Thompson going right into Mobley, had it knocked away, out of bounds.
And how about the defense to start the game?
It would be a combo of those two as Mobley wins it. 4 minutes in, Cleveland with another quicker start than what we saw in the first couple of games in Detroit. Mitchell on the drive, kick. It's Harden again for 3.
But Grant, he is getting away. That ball's coming to him.
As well, guys, but they are bringing it to start this game early.
Yeah, actually, and that was a big deal for Kenny Atkinson. That continues on the defensive end. Steal from Harden. Oh, Jared Allen was looking for another. The other thing that Kenny Atkinson said about it was almost unanimous. No, we need Dennis's energy coming off the bench. We're seeing that this starting unit has found a little bit more rhythm against the physicality that Detroit's bringing. 1 out of 2 for Allen. Detroit 2 for 7 to start this game, and another turnover.
I'll tell you, Robbie, the activity on defense for Cleveland causing all kind of problems here at the start for the Pistons.
Mobley spin, and Mobley's fouled by Thompson.
Early on, going right at one.
Incredibly aggressive on the defensive end, but does sometimes get in foul trouble.
Well, you don't want him to change who he is. That's kind of his secret ingredient there, the aggressiveness, but a little too aggressive in some of these games, and that will have to sit.
Levert right off of the bench and right into the scoring column.
They were unsure if he was going to play, dealing with that heel injury, and he comes right in, and he doesn't waste any time getting it going.
Look at the seal inside. Jared Allen.
It's been a tough first 5 minutes of this game for him.
Already 14 fouls on Detroit. Harden can't hit that time. So the Cleveland will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 6.5 to play in this opening quarter. Detroit 3 for 8, but they do have the 5 early turnovers that have led to 11 points. Levert, the drive and kick. Harris open look, and he cans the triple.
So right there, dribble penetration, get a paint touch, force the help, and a great drift to the corner by Tobias Harris, a timely 3.
Mitchell into the paint. Trying to get it back outside, and a reload for Harden. Now it's Mitchell against Duren. The switch, Harden, extra, Mobley attack on Duren, the long strides, and the tough finish.
How about Cleveland? They just kept seeking out the Duren matchup. Detroit kept trying to rotate out of it. Cleveland wasn't having it.
Just past the midway point of this first quarter. Duren the seal, going right at Mobley, and he spins for 2.
And that's a good sign there for Detroit. Go at Duren, who has struggled. Great seal, great footwork and finish.
Mitchell the cross, Mobley open, 3-ball up, and short on the rebound of Cunningham. Duren in the regular season, 19.5 points per game. He's averaging just 10.4 so far in the playoffs this year. Levert, another jumper. And a timeout for Cleveland. Kara 3-point game with changes on both sides. Danish Jenkins and Isaiah Stewart in the game for Detroit. Strus, Struder, and Tyson on the floor now for Cleveland. Jared Allen, 3 points and a rebound in the early going. Now Strus, hook it. Harden's been the aggressor, and he floats it up too strong. Rebound poked around, out of bounds off of Allen.
Cleveland offensively is the 11 of their 18 points off of turnovers. 5 turnovers in this first quarter for Detroit. Once they value the basketball, they've been able to get good shot opportunities, and most importantly, get back and set up their defense.
And that's really been the key for J.B. Bickerstaff. He feels like if you get them in the half court defensively, he likes their chances of going on lengthy runs. We've seen it through the season. Tobias Harris, that is
Off the block, and Tobias Harris just using his size, working him down, and getting to that turnaround jumper.
Allen looking to back him down on the other side. He lost it momentarily, and then he couldn't finish. Jenkins looking to push. Stewart running rim to rim. He's got the mismatch with Schroeder. The catch and finish.
I love the rim run by Stewart, but I also love that he didn't put it on the floor. You got Schroeder, keep that thing high and just go right up with it.
14-2 run since Levert checked in. And now Levert tight defense on Strus, who Kenny Atkinson said made the game-winning play with that steal on the inbounds on Cade Cunningham in the 4th in Game 3. And that's a double dribble. James Harden trying to argue that in what was happening. Cleveland had all control, and Levert has taken it back for the Pistons. Stays out there. Robinson, Cunningham, Duren, and Holland rounded out, and Levert.
And Duncan Robinson setting the ball screen. Karis Levert with the reject and just getting his game on the baseline.
Kick it out. Mitchell looking for his first points. Can't find it.
Interesting to see. Donovan's going to have to get going here in this quarter for the Cavs.
They are now 2 of their last 14 from the floor. This vaunted Detroit defense has stepped it up.
Last play, as you mentioned, making them pay.
Duren on the outside. 8 to shoot. Cunningham surveys. Duren's going to attack. Right at Mobley. The slow step for the deuce.
And we haven't seen dribble isolations, but there he wins the battle, and maybe that jump starts his offense.
Merrill drive and kick. Open man is Mobley, and he's on target.
Off the bounce 3.
Still a lot of contact between Robinson and Merrill. Now Robinson will drive, he'll float, and he's fouled. It's the second foul on Sam Merrill in the first 90 seconds of this second in the second half of game one, and certainly all of game two.
Well, no, it's something to watch for because it's not like his game is just to stand still. He flies around on both ends. He runs you off screens. That's certainly something to monitor here.
That's a great stat.
I agree. Shout out to our department for putting it together. Mitchell, kick it. Strus, open look. Hits a three.
His open shooter and Max Strus.
Cleveland now 5 of 14 from three. Detroit efficient 4 of 8 to start this game. Levert, tough one. That goes.
In a variety of ways.
His highest of this playoff run already with 12 points. Mobley had it stripped by Levert. Strus with space. Short on this three. Thompson back on the floor with the 2 fouls. Duren, Robinson, Cunningham, and Levert. Levert, and he finally cools off. Just his second miss so far tonight. Mitchell driving kick. Strus on the attack. Floated inside, a little high for Evan Mobley, and a turnover. And then takes it right back. Strus taking off for 2.
Wow.
Strus has brought the juice. Duren will try. Comes up short. Screen for Merrill. Mitchell put the head down on Robinson. Outside Harden. Merrill, the open man. Connects on a 3. He was impressed.
That was impressive. That was a clinic, not the play. To tell us.
Well, I learned from the best. It's ours here. You got to show up.
No doubt. The NBC tradition continues as Thompson finishes for his first bucket of the night. Mobley getting aggressive. Harden all day to tee it up. Strus with a back tap. Harden claims it. Robinson a lot of contact, and Harden does sell it. Mobley and Harden and a kickball out of bounds off of Cunningham. And 0 points for Detroit off of those turnovers. It has been a theme throughout these playoffs so far, and this series in particular. The team who has won that turnover battle has generally won the game. Another good look, and another hit for Merrill.
Right now, but the defense continues to collapse on dribble penetration, and Cleveland just making them pay from the 3-point line.
11 points, 4 assists for Harden, and then the strip on Duren. Schroeder off to the races. He'll slow it down and wait for reinforcements. It's Harden against Robinson on the drive, and the kick. Extra swing. Merrill off the heel into the hands of Harris. Harris, love it inside, and Duren guides it home.
What a fantastic pass in transition there from Harris. And look, right now, Detroit, they haven't played well. It's a tie game here.
They're leaving Merrill, and he can't make him pay this time.
He's got high-quality looks here these last 3 or 4 possessions. Knocked down the first 2, hasn't gotten the next.
Always talk about that math discrepancy. 3-point attempts way up for Cleveland. They force another turnover defensively. 20 attempts for Cleveland, just 9 so far for Detroit. And the Cavs 7 of 20 from the outside. Schroeder will try another one. Weak side rebound. Wade couldn't squeeze it, and it's taken away by Harris. No real numbers. Cade doesn't care. He'll go right to work at Schroeder. Draws by contact and floats it home.
But off that stop, Detroit was opportunistic that they looked to go get the
points and 4 assists, coming off his second triple-double in his playoff career. That's now tied for the most in Detroit history with Isaiah Thomas. But the 6 second-half turnovers really plagued his team down the stretch, and he took full accountability for it post-game. Schroeder, nylon from the outside. 8th 3 of the night for Cleveland compared to just 4 so far for Detroit. Cunningham working on Wade on the drive and the kick. Thompson gets it right back to him. 6 to shoot. Hook it inside. Good catch in traffic for Thompson. Nearly traveled, then he threw it away.
And right there, James Harden just in the
Duren and Harris. Jared Allen back on the floor. Wade, Harden, Schroeder, and Merrill round out the 5. Past the midway point of the second. Schroeder had it knocked away. Picked clean by Harris. On the fast break, Levert. That was awkward, but it was effective.
It's been an issue for Cleveland all playoffs long. We've talked about Detroit's issues taking care of it tonight. It's certainly something the Cavs have got to guard against. Active hands there. I believe Tobias Harris, he gets a piece, and that starts the break for the Pistons.
First points off of turnovers for Detroit, and they get another one on that next possession. Fifth turnover of the night for Cleveland during the early post, and he was surrounded and hit.
Make him be a volume three-point shooter.
Half the shot clock on here for Cunningham. Now it's Harris against Harden. We're going to back him down with 5 to shoot. Cross, drive. Harris had a block by Jared Allen, but recovered by Stewart. And a timeout, Cleveland.
Paint here, so let's see if he can adapt and adjust.
Mitchell became just the 5th Cavalier with 30 points and 10 rebounds in a playoff game, along with Ron Harper, Brad Daugherty, Kevin Love, and LeBron James 37 times. Evan Mobley getting right back to the basket.
And I like when Mobley puts it on the floor, gets to the basket, uses that length to his advantage.
Harris with an early touch. Face up on Mobley. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year from last season. But the fade comes up short.
He likes the turnaround jumper, but that was certainly a bit more degree of difficulty shot. Good defense there from Mobley.
The early drive again, and Mitchell will earn himself a trip.
It's noticed.
And the struggles continue. NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Were you guys curious why I said that?
Did we need a lesson on days of...
No, it said Tuesday, and then I realized in my head, that's tomorrow.
It kind of felt like a Sunday, so I'm glad you clarified.
All right. I'm glad that you feel so comfortable with us that every day feels like Sunday. Levert on the drive, and he has pulled off substantially from that wrap.